Racing. Who hasn't engaged in the art of fantasy, imagining themselves winning international acclaim at Le Mans? Or tearing around the Brickyard on the way to victory at Indianapolis? We've all done it, and unfortunately, most of us may never get the chance to live out those daring daydreams. Well, celebrities are very much like the rest of us when it comes to strapping on an imaginary crash helmet. Except that every year, some of them actually get a shot at real racing in front of many thousands of race fans. As part of the Long Beach Grand Prix weekend, celebrities like this random group of actors, athletes, and professional race car drivers mix it up in the Long Beach Celebrity Grand Prix, an identically prepared showroom stock Toyota Celicas. Olympic gymnast Bart Conner was there, and he was psyched.
I really enjoy being in the car. I really enjoy the feeling of hanging it out there a little bit, you know. It's the same kind of yahoo that you get when you fly off the high bar. There's that same thrill, but you have to be in control at the same time, and I love finding that balance.
Actress Marcia Mason was asked about her strategy.
I think it's really important to finish a race. On the other hand, I think it's necessary in order to be a winner to have a certain amount of assertiveness and competitiveness. So my learning curve is probably longer and a little bit slower than other people's, but I think that I do get aggressive. I mean, I think I could get more aggressive once I start to feel comfortable. This practice this morning will be just that. I'm not going to go out there and try to unload the car or anything, but in qualifying we've had, then comes the race, maybe you know what I mean? It sort of build up some steam, hopefully.
National Football League running backs have to make quick decisions every time they handle the ball. Sometimes they're right, and sometimes they're wrong. Former Dallas Cowboy Tony Dorsett knows from where he speaks.
You can make decisions. You see something and you make a decision at a very rapid pace, and that's what I had to do as an athlete. You know, you see it and you react to it, and your reaction time is very key and very important, and it's the same thing that out here on the track. The sooner you see it, the faster you react to it, the better off you are.
Jeff Brabham has become a three-time champion in IMSA's GT Prototype Series. He wasn't there, but his dad was, Sir Jack Brabham, a race car builder and former world driving champion. We asked him how he feels about his son's great career and his own expectations on the celebrity race.
Well, I think the thing that I'm most proud about is that Jeffrey's been so successful, and he is a well-recognized professional driver and has done very well here in the States. I certainly will be having a good time, particularly if I can get elbow to elbow with Dan Gurney.
Racing legend Dan Gurney was there, one of 4 professional drivers in the event who would be starting the 10-lap race with a 30-second handicap behind the celebrities. Dan is a driver who has won countless races in some of the sport's biggest events, but he still wasn't sure if the pros could beat the amateurs.
Some of them are very, very good, and often there's a traffic situation which makes it difficult, and also we have a responsibility, really. After all the joking and everything, it's still a race, and these cars go fast, so you have to really pay attention. And that if it really is a 30-second gap, which I expect it to be, it'll be awfully difficult, if not impossible, to catch a really well-driven car driven by one of the celebrities.
And the coach himself, Craig T. Nelson, brought an air of confused confidence to the proceedings.
I was born a race car driver, born a wild man, born to drive, born to lose. I'm in number 8, the 8 ball, born to win.
Meanwhile, another one of the pros, IndyCar star Roberto Guerrero, was giving some tips to Donnie Osmond and Bart Conner.
You know, you have to obviously, see how the tires are doing and, conserve the tires if you need to and whatever. But if the car is good and it responds, then you drive it as hard as it goes.
Before you could say, whoops, the green flag was flying as the pack of celebrities rambled towards turn 1, with Donnie Osmond getting a good jump and pulling into the lead. In turn 1, Craig T. Nelson and Bart Conner wasted no time in subjecting their Toyotas to some instant property damage. 30 seconds later, the pros, including 2 of history's greatest American race drivers, Parnelli Jones and Dan Gurney, along with Roberto Guerrero and Sir Jack Brabham, began their determined pursuit. Sir Jack Brabham gets his shot at Gurney as he brushes the back of Dan's car, locks up the brakes, and skids off the course, the race's first retirement. Parnelli Jones is the leader in the professional ranks, while Roberto Guerrero puts a move on Dennis Franz. Roberto, 3rd place among the pros. This is the view through the windshield of Craig T. Nelson's car. Perhaps this is the most fright he's encountered since Poltergeist. Things are a bit more under control in Dan Gurney's car. Until Marcia Mason almost hip-checks the old pro. But always the gentleman, Dan offers a gracious thank you for not nailing him. Quickly, however, the race is over as Donny Osmond leads the field of celebrities and professionals under the checkered flag. Parnelli Jones wins the professionals battle, but the huge crowd at Long Beach is waiting to give the former teeny bopper Donny Osmond a great reception. With the beauty queen's lipstick still decorating his cheek, Donny told us how it felt to win.
You have to experience it, man. It's great.
As Donny received congratulations from his wife and kids, Parnelli was being his usual whimsical self.
I knew how the celebrities felt now because of the fact that all the pros were in red cars. That's all I could see behind me was red cars.
For Donny Osmond, he has lived out 2 American dreams, in front of a band and behind a steering wheel.